Welcome everyone to another episode of RCW Fusion here on this Saturday. As we have Riley Russo making her way out to the ring, the Punk Princess ready for this opening matchup. Now the Punk Princess has had a couple of issues with Natoli Xander the past number of weeks, and those two will meet at Declaration in just a few weeks' time, July 19th. But the Punk Princess ready more than ever here for her matchup here tonight against this woman. You gotta have her money. It's Amaya Blackwell, folks. And right now, if you're watching us live on Twitch, you guys can get a prediction in. Here right now. Either Amaya Blackwell or Riley Russo. To earn your shot at some channel points, some free channel points here on the channel, is we're going to get this started off here in our opening contest. Riley Russo and Amaya Blackwell. Now, Amaya Blackwell, a member of the Blackwell family. Her brothers, Bubba, Big Nasty Bubba Blackwell, and Bryce Blackwell, the Intercontinental Champion. Now, Amaya Blackwell is not the type of person to receive a lot of hate compared to her brothers. It seems that the disdain, if you will, for the Blackwell family comes from the likes of Bryce and Big Nasty Bubba Blackwell. So there's less of disdain for Amaya. But that doesn't change the fact that Riley Russo is throwing her face into the canvas. Irish whip into the ropes here. There's a reversal from Amaya. Now Amaya has Riley Russo up here using the power on display as she sends Riley Russo to the canvas. Now Riley Russo, like I mentioned, she's had a couple of issues with Natoli Xander. And those two will meet at Declaration. As look at a moonsault. Beautifully done there. And how about Sinister and Tiger? Those two have quite the history as well over on Syndicate Championship Wrestling. Our EFED partner. There's a cross body there all the way from the top rope for Amaya. And Amaya with a splash, taking a page out of her big brother, Big Nasty, Bubba Blackwell, his playbook there. Right to Riley Russo. Riley Russo hasn't been herself here in this matchup. You know, perhaps she's letting all of that trouble with Natoli get to her right now. But she can't worry about that. That's Declaration. This is now right here on Fusion. As you have a couple of backbreakers there for Amaya Blackwell. As Amaya gets down for a 1 count for Riley Russo. And look at that. She's going right back to Riley Russo, not taking her foot off of the gas pedal. So now Riley in a good spot now. She finally has a little bit of a break here. Perhaps. And I doubt you want to trade blows with someone like the Punk Princess. Riley Russo's no stranger to this, but it seems that Amaya's firing back with a couple of her own and connecting with them. Now Amaya and Riley Russo. Looks like Amaya got the better of that exchange there with that last shot. Now Amaya on the top, looking at a 450 splash there. Beautifully done for Amaya Blackwell. Could be capturing the victory here. Almost headed at 2. And you have the chance of women's wrestling, only the best here. Within RCW is Riley Russo and Amaya Blackwell. We're at a little bit of a stare down there. Now looking for fatal distortion across the face of Amaya Blackwell. Lands that flush there, looking for the victory here. And a kick out of 2 from Amaya as well. And now Amaya caught Riley Russo into the money bomb. We've seen that before, the money bomb on Riley Russo for the win, and a kick out of 2. That was quick. Amaya Blackwell doing a pretty damn good job there. Taking advantage of the slight hesitation from Riley Russo. And that's one thing, you know, heading into the match with Natoli Xander. You know, those two, they can't afford any hesitation there. The 450 lands once again for Amaya Blackwell, but Riley Russo just kicks out of it instantly. Riley Russo has that adrenaline rush going, and she lands, I believe that was an uppercut there, right to the face of Amaya Blackwell. Couldn't tell. Too quick there. Fatal distortion again. And this time wasting no time now, looking for the encore. This is what won her that triple threat match a couple weeks back. Look at that, the fatal distortion into the encore. The encore on Amaya Blackwell, and she gets the shoulder up at 2. Now, you know how the Blackwells are. They always try and find a sneaky way out of things. At least Bryce and Big Nasty Boa Blackwell, they've made that a part of their tactics for a number of years now. But Amaya Blackwell, she's a little bit different. Like I mentioned before, she doesn't get as much hate and disdain from the RCW fandom from that. You know, she doesn't get much of a disdain from that. And that vicious headbutt there. And Riley Russo looking to do something dangerous. Referee better get out of the way here. Riley with a dive out to the outside. And now wasting little time now, Riley Russo, the Punk Princess, looking to take her back. Oh, right into the steps she goes. Amaya sends her in. Now Amaya Blackwell looking to get something moving, but Riley Russo puts a stop to that. Irish whip into the ropes, and now a shoulder tackle runs over Riley Russo. Oh, but Riley, though, caught Amaya. Rolled her up here for the victory, almost headed at 2. Riley Russo again, a little couple of close calls here from both ladies. And now you got to wonder if Natoli Xander is watching in the back here tonight for Fusion, trying to scout her opponent for declaration. July 19th in New York City, the hometown of the Outlaws. The Outlaws will be back home. At Madison Square Garden in New York City in Manhattan. It's Riley Russo going for the cover here again to try and get this over with, and just a 2 count. And Riley Russo, quick to her feet and quick on her feet as well. Is now Riley Russo with the Irish whip into the corner. Riley Russo has been shot out of a cannon here. The Punk Princess. And absolutely insane. And look at that arm drag. And she ain't done there. Looking for fatal distortion again. Got it. And now looking for the encore again. Right there. Right into the canvas. Goes Amaya. Looks like she's not done there. Another encore. Referee's down, and that's it. A definitive victory here for Riley Russo, and a good one for the Punk Princess, a hard-fought one, too. There was a couple of times where I thought Amaya Blackwell could have gained a little bit of control, but the Punk Princess able to pick up the victory nonetheless, but she has to worry about Natoli Xander in a number of weeks' time. At Declaration, those two will face off. But for right now, Riley Russo can celebrate here on Fusion with her victory. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to get to your next match momentarily. All right, folks, here we are with your next matchup. As we have another women's matchup down pat for you guys. As we have Despair on her way out here. Let me get her theme going. I didn't realize I didn't have her theme here. There we go. As a member of Rapture, Luna and Despair share a theme song here. Despair, one of the members recruited to Rapture, alongside Dollface, who you saw this past week. And now you have Aurora Nova making her debut here. Her singles debut, I should say. It's the sister and it seems that Despair is not gonna wait. Despair attacking Aurora before the matchup. Now, like I mentioned, Aurora already debuted in the women's Royal Rumble matchup at Exodus. It was the long-lost sister of Scarlett. As Despair didn't want to wait here. There's Aurora now. And Despair in the entranceway. See if this matchup is going to even begin. And it looks like it will. Aurora's going to get this moving. And it looks like the attack backfired. Maybe it would have been better if Despair had tried to attack from behind instead. And it seems that Aurora definitely is showing off that athleticism. Now, she is the older sister of Scarlett, for those of you that aren't aware. Only by a couple years. Aurora is 23 and Scarlett is 20, so only by 3 years. However, there was a lot of turmoil with the Nova family. Obviously, Scarlett and Aurora separated. You heard it this past week on RCW, some information in regards to what happened, and you know, we just hope that Scarlett and Aurora can move on from that and, you know, have a sisterly relationship. You know, that there's nothing like feeling like something's missing and knowing that it was somebody that was related to you that you didn't even know existed. That's a very tough blow to deal with mentally for both Scarlett and Aurora, but I'm pretty sure in due time everything will make sense and everything will be okay. But Aurora can't worry about that right now. She has to worry about Despair here in this matchup. But Aurora's got the quick striking ability, very much like her younger sister Scarlett. Now Aurora, excuse me, tried for that code breaker, but missed it. It makes me wonder just how long this was coming together. Aurora making her way to RCW as a shooting star press there. On Despair here to get the victory in her first singles victory and a kick out of 2. But like I was mentioning before, makes me wonder how long this was all coming together. It was Aurora that said to Scarlett, I saw you make your debut at Summer Blaze, which was last year's anniversary special. As Despair with a kick right to the side of the head there of Aurora and a kick out at 2.5. But it makes me wonder just how much, you know, time has passed. I don't even know. I know it's been years, but you know, this is a lot to take in. like I said, you know, a family member just coming out of nowhere saying, hey, I'm your sister, we're related, and, you know, that's a lot to deal with. A lot. And Scarlett has been put through the ringer, and that's really an understatement, if I'm being honest. You know, with Rapture and Luna and everybody else, and I think maybe that's why Aurora came here. She wanted to help out her sister here as Despair tried for the forearm. And missed it, and there's that codebreaker. Aurora just nailed it right off in the face of Despair and a kick out of 2. And Aurora wants more here. Despair being called up to her feet. She's a little dazed, and there's Aurora with a shooting star right there. The dive coming out like a shooting star, I'll say that. My controller just decided to screw up on me again. Now, it makes me wonder just how much of this family turmoil, this family drama is going to seep over into their careers at RCW. I mean, they can't really worry about it now. I mean, it's like I said, it's a huge blow mentally. It's something that you got to deal with, but their mother is not in the picture anymore. They're grown adults now. Like Aurora said this past week on RCW, our mother can't control us anymore. We're not a part anymore. And even Scarlett said all that matters is that we're together now. As Aurora here has Despair up on the top with the avalanche Spanish fly. And the cover here to win her first singles matchup in a kickout. It seems that the Nova sisters are coming right after Rapture. First, it was the Williams sisters that were causing a little bit of turmoil in Scarlett's life, and then ever since then, it's been all Rapture. First, it was Violet Knight returning. Is the kick right to the side of the head for Aurora here, almost headed it too. And now Despair looking for something dangerous here. She's got it lined up. Looking for the H-bomb right to the face. The H-bomb, and that might be over for Aurora. There it is. No, kick out of 2.5. Rapture has completely taken over RCW, and it's anybody that has come crossed in their path hasn't left unscathed as a code breaker again. And now here's Aurora. Here she goes. Look at that splash, the inverted Phoenix. Right onto Despair here on a kick out of 2. It seems that Rapture are hitting on all cylinders here. Or trying to, at least, to stop anyone from stopping the inevitable, as they call it, and a knee right to the face of Aurora. She's getting a welcoming that she probably didn't want. Now, this is different. Even though that she debuted in the Rumble, this is different. This is mano-a-mano, one-on-one. As Aurora tried for the knee strike there in the corner, ended up in a tree of woe position. Not a great position to be in. And that allows Despair to take care of it. Now looking for the H-bomb again. She's got it. The H-bomb right to the face again. Is that going to be enough to end Aurora, and a kick out of 2 once more? Now Scarlett is very resilient, and now you're seeing that from her older sister. She went through hell. Being thrown into a spotlight by Savannah a number of months ago, to being viciously attacked at Afterlife at the expense for Rapture and a kick right to the face. And once again, Despair trying to get it over with. Oh, but a rope break. Despair not realizing that the ropes were there. And that's a rookie mistake. Now, Aurora is a rookie too as well, but, you know, Luna's probably watching this because Despair was recruited by Luna to Rapture. There's a big stomp there into the canvas. 1, 2 for the win, and Aurora is still in it. Oh, she can't be going for another one, is she? Nope, the double foot stomp, nobody home. And now these two ladies, once again, shot for shot here. And I doubt this is the first, or I guess the last time, rather, that Rapture and one of the Novas is going to be inside the squared circle. And look at this. A beautiful combination. Irish whip into the corner now. Body slam there. Oh, she tried to, Aurora tried to roll out there to gain some space. And Aurora, though, still fighting. DDT incoming, there it is. But she's got to keep her foot on the gas pedal. Despair doing everything that she can. Being very impressive, I might add. Now looking for it again, the Avalanche Spanish Fly. She may have it here. Got it! Absolutely worn out, tired and worn out. No, Despair. Still finding a way out of it. And she tried to crawl to the corner, but Aurora stopped it there. Look at this, a roll through. And now Aurora going out to the outside, not allowing any type of breathing room there. Oh, but an Irish whip into the barricade. Oh, there's Despair. And a kick to the side of the head. Once again, this time on the outside. H-bomb. And Despair going in and out to reset the count here. You can't win on the outside. You got to get it inside the squared circle. And both of these ladies, no, try for the Codebreaker, caught it. Oh, but Despair, though. Despair keeps trying to fight out of this. Now look at this. The Phoenix Splash. Nobody home. What? Unable to capitalize is Despair. Look at this. Despair just punishing Aurora as she's trying to recollect herself in the corner now. Now look at this. Calling her up to her fate. This could be very bad. Stop! One, two, three, and Despair. Wins. And this is her singles debut. Her first singles victory coming in as well. And it seems that the war with the Nova sisters and Rapture will continue for quite some time. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to continue RCW Fusion after this. All right, folks, here we are with your next matchup. As we have Bobby Saturn making his way out here. Bobby Saturn now. He has a couple issues at hand. You know, first of all, you know, he was a former member of Cosmic with Derek Goodman, and Derek Goodman has since then gone on to other things, but Bobby Saturn has issues with the Blackwell family, specifically Bryce Blackwell and his Intercontinental title. Now that man will be challenging for Bryce Blackwell's Intercontinental title at Declaration. But it was Bryce that tried to ambush him, as this man is no stranger to challenging for the Intercontinental title. As Bobby awaits the eerie arrival of his opponent. Hunter Payne. Now this man challenged for the Intercontinental title at RCW Breakpoint in May and was unsuccessful, but what a hell of a match that was. You can catch RCW Breakpoint and Exodus over on my YouTube channel. If you're watching us live here on Twitch, here's the link right here, right now. You can catch all the RCW episodes, including RCW Fusion, RCW Daybreak, RCW Relentless, and so much more on the YouTube channel. Now, Bobby Saturn, he told me that he was doing this for the sake of Mello Carter. Mello Carter had that title taken away from him in an open challenge that he had issued. And the Brotherhood was saying to Mello Carter, what the victory you got was a fluke. Because if you guys remember, from RCW Exodus, it was Terry Hines Jr., the then Intercontinental Champion, hitting one of his vicious maneuvers on Chris Danger, and it was Mello Carter to pick up the pieces and gain that title. Hate to say it, but judging by the recent events, I would have to agree with the Brotherhood on the fact that it may have been a fluke. But who knows? Maybe there will come a time again where Mello Carter gets an opportunity for that Intercontinental title. But can't worry about that right now, folks. We got this matchup with Hunter Payne and Bobby Saturn. Bobby Saturn, like I mentioned, being the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title, currently held by Bryce Blackwell. Even Bryce tried to pull a fast one by trapping Bobby Saturn inside a steel cage somehow. And Bobby Saturn got the better of that. Look at these stomps here to Bobby. As Hunter Payne resets the count here. And Hunter Payne, this man is vicious. He threw everything he had at Terry Hines Jr., but it wasn't enough to take him down. And Bobby Saturn sends Hunter Payne face first into the ring post. Now Bobby Saturn, very acrobatic on his feet. You know, this guy knows what it takes to win, and he'll stop at nothing to win. He was in that big matchup against Bryce, which ended up having Bryce win that. And I believe Big Nasty was at ringside, I believe, during that matchup. I'm not too sure, but I believe he was. But I should say, for that matchup at Declaration, Big Nasty, Bubba Blackwell, and the entire Blackwell family will be banned from ringside, barred from ringside for that matchup to ensure a fair sense of competition between Bobby Saturn and Bryce Blackwell for that title. We'll make sure to add security as well for that matchup in New York City at Declaration to preserve the integrity of that matchup. Well, Hunter Payne looking to get back in the title picture, and that match that he had against Terry Hines Jr. for that title was definitely one for the ages. As Bobby Saturn with a senton to Hunter Payne all the way to the outside here. Now Bobby Saturn, no stranger to putting his body on the line. We just saw it there with that senton as Hunter Payne. Both men getting back into the ring now. Now Hunter Payne now with the Irish whip into the ropes here. And Bobby Saturn gets a clothesline. Couple of shots there from Hunter Payne as Hunter Payne gets Bobby Saturn up to a vertical base again. Bobby Saturn taken to the corner here. Oh, but there's an elbow again. Vicious elbow from Bobby Saturn. Now Bobby missed the enziguri there the first time around, but caught him this time. Caught Hunter Payne with the enziguri to win it, and a kick out of 2. And see that quickness from Bobby Saturn. There it is, and now he's looking for the meteor strike. Got it! No! Hunter Payne was able to get out of the way of the meteor strike, at least for now. And a spine buster right to Bobby. A vicious one at that. Driving the air out of Bobby, and a kick out of 2. I gotta like this strain of offense from both of these men here in this matchup. Bobby Saturn definitely has the quickness, but Hunter Payne most definitely the power advantage. Oh, taking off the turnbuckle there. Maybe saving that for later. Oh, and Bobby. What a maneuver there. To Hunter Payne, trying to get in the win, and a kick out of 2. Bobby Saturn pulling out all the stops here tonight against Hunter Payne, but can he do that at Declaration? We'll have to wait and find out for that title. That'll be Bryce Blackwell's first title defense since becoming Intercontinental Champion. Since answering the open challenge from Terry Hines, or from Mello Carter, excuse me. As Bobby Saturn works on Hunter Payne here on the outside. Count of 3 here. Both men inside the squared circle. Bobby Saturn took a little bit of time getting up. That allows Hunter Payne to gain an advantage. Uppercut in the corner. Now they go behind here. Look at this. The power of Hunter Payne with that back suplex. And belly to back suplex, and now the referee fixing that turnbuckle that Hunter Payne had removed earlier. Now Hunter Payne looking to end this thing. Look at that! Dropping Bobby Saturn face first onto the canvas to get rid of Bobby, and a kick out of 2. The resilience from this man is unmatched. We saw what he went through with Bryce in the matchup that he ultimately lost, but it took so much to take Bobby Saturn out of it. And Hunter Payne's had enough. Oh, a blow right to the back of the neck. And if you're not careful, that could kill a man. Deciding not to go for the cover, though. And oh, I know what this is. Black Mass! Right across the face of Bobby. 2, kick out from Bobby. Bobby's still in this thing. As he's trying to find the wherewithal to get back in this. Bobby Saturn now with a couple of kicks there. In the corner. Bobby Saturn with a boot right to the midsection there, and a couple of boots more. Oh, I've never seen Bobby do this ever. Bobby Saturn! Coast to coast on a Hunter Payne. And you saw the face. He looks out of it. He looks absolutely out of it. The cover and a kick out of 2. Bobby Saturn doesn't know what to do anymore. He's trying for that again. The enziguri. Got it. And now this is perfect for Bobby Saturn to set it up. He couldn't hit it this time, but he's got it. The meteor strike onto Hunter Payne for the victory here. Kick out from Hunter. Hunter Payne's still in this thing, and it's going to take a lot to take him down. It took a lot for Terry Hines Jr. to retain his title at breakpoint. And now Bobby Saturn sizing up Hunter Payne, and the man flies. Bobby Saturn shot out of a cannon, and he's making sure that Bryce knows what he's in for. Come declaration. Oh, but Hunter Payne, though. Hunter Payne, I think he's going to make sure that Bobby Saturn doesn't make it to declaration, doesn't make it to that title match. Oh my, dropping Bobby Saturn on his head. Right on the crown of his head. That could paralyze a man, and a kick out of 2.5. At some point, you have to look at the health of our competitors. The H-bomb, oh, with a boot right to the face. A boot to the face, and Bobby throwing everything he's got at Hunter Payne. And Hunter Payne seems to be toying with him. Irish whip into the ropes, and he caught him. That sliding drop kick there, and now Bobby's not done. Oh, the drop kick, but missed. Both men having trouble getting to their feet, and oh, there's that clothesline. And Bobby doing the smart thing, rolling out, but Hunter Payne is lying in wait like a vulture. Hunter Payne taking a little bit of too much time. Both men missing strikes initially. And now these men exchanging blows. Shot for shot here, Bobby Saturn. Hunter Payne. Still to come, folks, your main event, James Moore versus the Mastodon Ortolanza. But this could be a main event if I'd ever seen one here. With Bobby Saturn and Hunter Payne, and these two men duking it out here, looking for shot, going punches. And both men are dazed and out of it. And it seems like Hunter has recollected himself, looking for the tombstone. No, the knees. Right to the chest of Bobby Saturn. He's done. He's out of it. No. Bobby Saturn still in this thing, but he might not be much longer. Crosshammer. Oh, looking for the H-bomb again. This isn't good. H-bomb. Right to the face, and a kick out at one. Bobby's got it. Bobby, what resilience in this man. He kicked out at one. He kicked out at one. Bobby's on a whole nother level now. Bryce Blackwell is probably terrified as hell, because this is the man that's going to face him. Roll through. Hunter Payne right for the knee, and Bobby Saturn got out of the way. And he's feeling it. Bobby's feeling it. Look at this. And now Bobby's calling Hunter Payne up to his feet here. Sizing him up. Enziguri! And now it's time. Meteor strike on Hunter Payne. And Bobby wins it. What a fight from Bobby Saturn. That man kicked out at one. The man kicked out at one. And now the number one contender for the Intercontinental title has proved to Bryce Blackwell that you may have gotten a victory over me before, but come declaration, your title reign is gonna be over. Bobby Saturn, with the fight of his life against a man that he was statistically outmatched on paper, as that man will go to declaration for the Intercontinental Championship. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're gonna get to your main event. James Moore and the Mastodon Ortolanza next. All right, folks, as if That match wasn't big enough. Here's your main event. James Moore. And the Mastodon Ortolanza, this man picking up a big victory over Big Nasty a number of weeks ago. A former world champion. So he no doubt has a title opportunity in the future. What's up, Fight Mike's? Good to see you in here. We appreciate every single one of y'all that's joining us live here for Fusion. As we have James Moore, that man is, pun intended, a lot more than just a guy in the opening sequence. This man is resilient, quick, and agile, and so much more. But he's going to have to take on this man. A pissed off king of beasts, Ortolanza. Now this man went through a lot of turmoil at Exodus. This man won the quickest last man standing match I have ever called in RCW history. But that matchup was thrown out due to the referee's quick count, and it was restarted. And it wasn't a last man standing matchup after that. It was just a normal mano-a-mano one-on-one match. And ultimately, Tiger walked out with his world title. Ortolanza right now, he feels screwed. He feels violated. I don't know, any other term that you can imagine. He feels it. Any negative emotion you can imagine right now, that's what Ortolanza's feeling. But I have no doubt in my mind that that man, once again, will be in title contention. But James Moore right now already is with a victory over Big Nasty. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't think, that being Ortolanza, that he doesn't think James Moore deserves it. He thinks he does. But the referee's decision is final. It always is. He was champion for a number of seconds, that being Ortolanza. But our referee, Shannon Gray, had come in and saved the day there, giving us a matchup that was called right down the middle, folks. As perfect of a matchup and a main event as you could have had. Well, I shouldn't say main event, but co-main event, because the main event was the Men's Royal Rumble that night, but you get what I mean. But Ortolanza looking to dish out a lot of punishment here on James Moore. Now the Mastodon, no stranger to RCW. He returned to RCW, being signed a big contract, the Mastodon. As James Moore tried for a cyclone kick there, but missed it. Now the Mastodon Ortolanza taking care of James Moore right now. Now the Mastodon, obviously the power advantage, but James Moore has that quick agility that we love so much. I've taken a liking to James Moore. You know, I know I'm supposed to be impartial here, but you can't take anything away from him. James Moore is one of those guys that's just, he'll prove in and day out just how special he really is. I've seen this man duke it out with Brad Williams, the Rebel, in a steel cage match. And although he lost that matchup, James Moore lost that matchup to Brad Williams inside a steel cage here as we get a quick cover and a kick out at one. But James Moore lost that matchup at breakpoint inside a steel cage versus the Rebel. But to even have the guts, the balls to go up against a man like Brad Williams inside a steel cage where you know That is not your wheelhouse. You got to earn a lot of respect, loss or not. You have to give James Moore his props just from that. Just from that. But Ortolanza doesn't seem to respect him at all. Looking for the Anaconda Vice here. Looking to send James Moore packing early here in this main event. Made famous by CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless there, the Anaconda Vice. Let's look at this. James Moore with the knees right to the back of Ortolanza, but Ortolanza got out of it. And I think he might have buckled his knee there. That knee's going to be damaged now. That's going to be a target for Ortolanza, but look at this. The elbows. And the kick. Missed it. Oh, what a vicious clothesline from the Mastodon. What's he doing here? Mastodon going up top. I rarely ever see him do this. Elbow drop. A vicious one landed flush on James Moore. Kick out of 2. This man's resilient. We've talked about it before, and he's tuning up the band. Oh, and a low blow. What? A low blow. Referee saw that right into the DDT. That's not fair. Not fair. What a kick out at 2.5. That was a low blow. Come on, man. That's unnecessary. That really is unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary. Just uncalled for. No. No. That's just sick. I get it that you're mad. I get it that you're upset, Ortolanza, but who cares? You lost. Take the L and move on. Swanton bomb missed from the Mastodon. Now James Moore looking for this. Looking for the last shot. Caught it. Last shot on the Mastodon. To get rid of the Mastodon. Kick out of 2. What in the hell has gotten into the Mastodon? I get it. He's mad. He had his moment. Sure, it only lasted 5-6 seconds. And to be honest, in other ways, I don't know how proud of that you can be if you're a man. I mean, come on. Everybody knows that, but the Anaconda Vice locked in. The Mastodon unable to put away James Moore, but he brought back up. Oh, and the Mastodon tried for the forearm again, but he crashed and burned there. And now the Mastodon's paying for it. The boots. Now James can't take his foot off the gas pedal. He's got to keep this going. He's outmatched via power, but he's got the quickness and the adrenaline rush, the blood being poured in this matchup. Get them gains, brother. Get them gains, Ramrod. Knock some calories out. Get that cardio going. As we have James Moore here. James Moore crashed and burned as well. On the outside, and that's gotta hurt. That's concrete out there. Exploder suplex from the Mastodon. The only thing protecting these men from that concrete floor is these mats, and a spine buster is not gonna help that at all. Now getting him back into the ring. Ortolanza knows what he's got to do here. Covered him up. Oh, and James Moore kicked out. Not even, oh, rock bottom. The rock bottom. Oh, and James Moore again kicked out. Not even one. James Moore with the defiance, and Ortolonza, the more you get him pissed off, the worse it's going to be. Ortolonza, neck breaker. But James Moore doesn't seem to care. He knows. He knows what Ortolonza's done. The attacks to Tiger leading up to their matchup, the unprofessionalism, everything. Tiger won that match fair and square. That ultimately got him the opportunity to face Big Nasty at breakpoint, which ultimately made him win the title. Look at, he's irritated, he's mad, he's angry. What? The hesitation from James Moore. I'm not sure what's going on there with James Moore, but he hesitated too long. And a neck breaker again. I don't know what the hell's going on with James Moore here, but he's got to get this moving somehow. Tried for it again, but Ortolonza caught it. Ortolonza. He's getting caught. In a submission. In a submission. And Ortolonza got out of it. What a main event. Oh, but Ortolonza. Look at these suplexes. There's three of them. Shades of Eddie Guerrero with the Three Amigos. And the cover. Lackluster cover. Lackluster cover. What? What's going on? The referee stopped the count. The meter was still up. There was a rope break there. The referee saw it nonetheless. But Ortolonza thought he had the cover. The referee stopped the count again. Ortolonza's getting screwed again. I mean, it would have been a rope break regardless, but the meter was still up. Ortolonza almost had it. What a main event, folks. Look at this. Oh, missing the elbow strike there. Oh, he caught him with a kick. The cyclone kick that he was trying to hit before. And now looking for the knees. Got it! The knees! Now look at this. Super kick. Straight jacket suplex. Into a bridge to get the win. Kick out from Ortolonza. Ortolonza not gonna go down without a fight. Oh, look at, he grabbed the foot. He grabbed the foot of James Moore. No, 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 no! Rock bottom! He slipped him right into a 2, 3, and Ortolonza. Come on! Seriously! The Mastodon pulls it off again! That's ridiculous! This man's had way too many bailouts. But Ortolonza pulls off the victory.